Cue the music, let's go. I'm your boy Ro, OG member of the Orange Bowl Boys, and welcome to another edition of Student of the Game. Well, Hurricane fans, Miami did it. They beat the Clemson Tigers, and they did it with this guy, true freshman quarterback Emory Williams. Game plan was simple. I think this last-minute substitution at the quarterback position, it changed the game plan a little bit. And what was the game plan? Got to get the ball out quick, and you had to rely on these guys up front. 11 set personnel, 1 running back, 1 tight end, 2 wide receivers up at the top of the screen, and watch how the offensive line asserts themselves early. At the snap of the ball's going to come out quick by Emory Williams. Just get it into a playmaker's hands. That's great. And now let the bodies hit the floor. Right here, Matt Lee's going to get somebody on the ground. Bam. And then, it's a big freshman. Yeah. Again, let's go back and watch that. Again, just get that out. And at this juncture, look, you're circling the wagons. Brashard Smith, playmaker, he's going to show up later on this film. Get upfield. Get playmakers the ball. And we had them in abundance on Saturday night. University of Miami Hurricanes off and running on a quick screen from 11 set personnel. So we're going to take advantage of this aerial view real quick. University of Miami out here. Initially, they're going to show a 2-safety look. They're going to go ahead and rotate post-snap single high with a high robber player playing this area. Clemson, 3-by-1 look, 1 running back. University of Miami also employing some simulated pressure. Going to walk up their linebackers just to drop them off. So they're going to have 8 in coverage. Now, there's going to be a little bit of a breakdown when you let the Clemson quarterback get out. Linebacker's going to lose sight, but here you go. Man coverage across the board. There you see it. There you see it. 1, everybody with their responsibility. Man, here's your high robber player, single high safety. Now, this responsibility right here to the running back, good job. Turning and running, good job. Now, right here, just a little step late initially. Big body in front. He didn't see the quarterback release from the pocket. That's his guy. Maui Noe is going to go ahead and try to track that down. Good wherewithal. Miami had this covered. This is a perfect coverage for what Clemson was trying to do. Clemson's going to get the first down. Also a flag on the play, but I like the coverage. So one of the things the defense routinely tries to do is maintain its gap integrity. And what do I mean by that? Well, right and left of the center, you have what are known as A gaps. Right of the guard is a B gap. And right of this tackle is your C gap. Okay, now University of Miami comes out in a 3-by-1 look from its 11 set personnel. Here's a tight end. Now, your rush strength and subsequent pass strength is set to the boundary side of the field. Clemson aggressive on that side with numbers. So on the backside, have to keep that rush continuity. You have to maintain your gap integrity. But what happens? Right here at the point of attack, you're going to see 2. They're going to go ahead and take care of that defensive tackle. Now here, boom. Okay, so kick out, double here. Now you have this B-gap crease, this B-gap bubble right here. Obviously, linebackers going and patrolling the A-gap. Now you have this safety that was in a 2-deep shell. He's the free hitter. He's coming down into the C-gap. Well, nobody was in the B-gap, and that'd be a lot of speed. Brashard Smith taking it to the house. Gotta applaud Jacoby George here. This hustle play, this is a good reminder why you should always hustle on a football field. Ball comes out, Jacoby lands on it. Bang! So a little short on this throw. Just getting to learn Emory Williams, true freshman quarterback. Interesting footwork from the gun 3. Usually you get your drop step and it's 1, 2. Okay. We can clean that up. On this 3rd and 6, the University of Miami defense is going to force a turnover. And a lot of it, in my opinion, stems from the simulated pressure front that the University of Miami is going to use. And there's a caveat to it. There's actually going to be pressure that's coming in the form of a blitz right here from the number 2 DB tucked into the boundary. Now you see the Clemson center. He's pointing. He's trying to call out the protection. Clemson on 3rd and 6, they're trying to utilize a little eye candy on the play action pass Left guard is pulling across the formation. A lot of the times that's a heavy tell that that's going to be a run. It's just eye candy. It's flow bait. Now watch what happens because of the simulated pressure and how Clemson is running this play. The left tackle, right, he's going to go ahead and step in first. Bam. Takes 2 steps inside, and you know what happens? Ruben Baines smells blood in the water. Because you sucked in your left tackle, now he's off balance. And watch what Ruben does. That's a grown man. Just pushes him into the backfield. Look at the line of scrimmage. You're essentially 7 yards back, pushing the left tackle, gets his hands, strip, sack, fumble, University of Miami, ball. The simulated pressure got Clemson to react, and it was too late from there. The anatomy of a bad play. I like the play concept. However, in design, pay attention to this Clemson DB right here. University of Miami, Emory Williams is going to fake the quick flanker screen up here, and then they're going to go ahead and try to throw a backside screen. Great concept. Here's the issue. Running back, sprinting out to the flat, not necessarily holding just a split second. He's going to go ahead and race past his right tackle. Right tackle was never in a position to get this block, and that's what goes ahead and wraps up this play. Great play by the Clemson defender, don't get me wrong. Just your right tackle was never going to get there when your running back speeds out that fast. Little bit of a delay maybe helped. We can clean that up. 3rd and 12, sometimes you tip your cap. University of Miami again. High robber player, single high over the top. We've seen this coverage earlier, man across the board. And when they just drop this dime in a bucket, I mean, look at the coverage everywhere. This is where you need to be. This is a 50-50 ball. Great play. You're willing to live with that as a defense, though. Great play call. Everything was covered. They just made a play. Haven't seen a lot from this by the University of Miami Texas route. Essentially, you're going to have the running back come out, angle back towards the middle of the field. It was there. Just got to block it better up front. Here you go. Got 2 linemen for 1, except we just let that guy inexplicably go into the middle. But if you back that up, you're going to see if they get this one linebacker blocked right here, get our rules of engagement right, you get this blocked. He's running. That's who tripped. This is blocked. This is blocked. Potential for a big play. So, like the route. It's obviously on 3rd and 15, you're short of the sticks there. However, in the future, get back to that. So we look at all interceptions. That's what we do at Student of the Game. Again, could be an option at the top of the route. So Jacoby George obviously stems inside, comes back over the top. Not really looking for the ball just yet. Ball comes inside. Interception. Some we got to clean up this week. Obviously, there was an interception against Georgia Tech where we're reading it inside, then jumping outside. The ball should have probably just sat where it was. Again, quarterback's throwing a post, wide receivers running a go. Freshman quarterback out there, but if it's on the wide receiver, we got to shore up those routes. How? I just don't understand it. It's just how. They're going to make the argument, oh, because the angles that we have, will get better angles. I mean, you have a quarterback as like his whole body is in there. It's not a forward momentum play. His forward momentum wasn't stopped. Gets tripped up. Lands in his own end zone. How that is not a safety, I will never understand that. In a game of chess, if you can stack your chessboard, and this is Lance Guidry's MO, gives the offensive line a lot to consider. But to Corey Couch is now along the line of scrimmage. They would all be highlighted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people in the box. Obviously, Clemson right here. Great job by Corey Couch, just blowing past the left tackle and the Clemson running back. I love this ability to just, oop, give me that ball. Clemson really, really lucky that this ball didn't go to the University of Miami's way as well. Go ahead and wrap that up. 3rd and 7, get off the field. Good job. So later into the second half, you're starting to see Emory Williams settle down. Footwork's a little bit better here and multiple reads. He's going to initially look top of the screen. It's two-side high to the field. He's reading it, doesn't like it. So then swings his head around, knows where the rest of his wide receiver contingent's going to be. Short of the sticks, okay. But again, avoid tragedy, especially at this side of the field. Field position is going to be at a premium. Really like the freshman's ability to kind of get away from his first read, go ahead and find essentially his third on that play. University of Miami would punt, but you're seeing some maturity. Now, when I was watching this live, I thought this was a coverage bust from the secondary. But upon further review, I think we busted this play from the linebacker position. And initially, it looks like it's quarters coverage. But when you see both safeties, look, they're staring at the number 2 wide receiver in respect to their 2-by-2 look. Look at where their attention goes. So they're immediately attaching to the number 2. So that was the coverage. So then underneath, linebacker, you're responsible in a match variety because you just have to. And that's what allows the big play up the middle by the linebacker. Again, it was just how the safeties were playing. They don't have their eyes back at the quarterback. If they're in quarters coverage, a lot of times you'll see them as they're backpedaling. They're watching their wide receiver, but they're also keeping the quarterback in view. That's not what happens here. And, he's like, yeah, I think I was a little late on that. Again, can keep shoring that up as well, especially when we have that 2 safety look. We seem to be very vulnerable the last couple of weeks in the middle of the field. And this is going to be the Paul Bainge blow the roof off clip of the evening. 17-7, true freshman Emory Williams behind the center in the gun. You're going to have 11 set personnel, 1 tight end, 1 running back, stacks inside the formation. But this is what you'll notice if you count the Clemson defenders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Little feet out there. So you got one-on-one coverage at the top of the screen. And that's what happens when you're successfully imposing your will and running down Clemson's throat. So, simple fade ball. It's got to be high into the outside. Perfect touch. High. There it is. Outside. There it is. High point the ball. You ain't pushing anybody's helmet down this one, big boy. Bang. Needed it. Now it's 17-14. University of Miami gets back into this ball game. And you know how she ends. Later on in this ball game, I felt the University of Miami didn't do itself many favors in terms of running routes routinely short of the first down marker. And on this 3rd and 8, that's exactly what happens. However, true freshman bails you out. Now, Clemson knows who the pivotal monster is on 3rd downs, and that's Xavier Restrepo. Now, look what they do. They're going to bracket him from the linebacker and the safety position. So now the safety is flat. He's trying to go ahead and take this stop route out. But now, pay attention. Short of the sticks, short of the sticks, short of the sticks, short of the sticks. He's just looking to block, too. Tight end's not routinely being utilized in this offense, but in case this ball goes to a swing, he's looking to block first, not even really looking to catch a route here at all. And Clemson's pretty much keyed in on it. So, Emory Williams, yeah, safety was flat looking at Xavier Restrepo, so go ahead and throw a one-on-one ball. Colby Young, masterful job catching this ball, high-pointing it once again, letting his height and his athleticism do its duty. But again, University of Miami not really doing itself many favors late in this ballgame. And this is why the ACC just drives us nuts as Canes fans. And I'm trying to be impartial. This is not one of those type of breakdowns, right? It's a film breakdown. But I go back 2 weeks ago when Corey Flagg against Georgia Tech literally just stood up, said, I don't know, one thing, 1 second, gets a penalty and a flag for taunting, right? It was 1 second. Canes fans, you know the clip. He literally said one thing. They flagged him. Now, push in his face, talking. Corey already got the flag right now. It already happened. But watch how long this ACC official lets this go on. Okay. Now, I like football. I like that kind of stuff. I don't necessarily think you need to flag that. But you can't flag Corey Flagg for what he did, only to a couple weeks later let that go on. It's so abysmal how this league officiates. It's absolutely abysmal. And this is going to be my play call of the evening. 3rd and 3, University of Miami. They're coming out with 2 tight ends, 1 wide receiver, 1 running back. However, it's unbalanced. They have an extra offensive lineman that is checked in right now. You got 2 to the right of the center, and you got 3 to the left. Play action pass. Colby Young is in the backfield as an H-back variety. After you've been running the ball and leaning on the run because you have a true freshman at home making his first start against a formidable defense, this is the call you needed right here. Now, just got the cornerback to pause just enough. Great ball into the flats. That extends the change. The University of Miami would pound one in via the run game for the touchdown and the go-ahead, which leads us up to the final play. 4th and goal. Corey Flagg. Do your thing, my homie. He's not going to get there. It's not 58-0 this time. It's a win for the good guys. Go ahead and check out the Orange Bowl Boys podcast on all your various pod platform avenues. For the last time, I'm your boy Ro. Bang.